So some of you requested a tutorial on how to do Milkmaid braids with shorter hair. So I'm going to show you how you can do Milkmaid braids even if your hair is short. So I've already parted my hair. I like to part it on the side, and I don't have bangs, but I like to kind of create a bang when I do Milkmaid braids. So like I section out a little bit of hair, and I usually, before I start braiding, just clip that back. Okay. To do this, you're going to need a brush, maybe a comb, and some bobby pins. First thing you need to do is separate your hair in half, the way that you don't want the braids to fall. I usually do this side first. It's easier. Brush the hair so there's no tangles. And then you want to start your braid high. That's the trick with doing Milkmaid braids with short hair. The higher up on your head you start it, the better it's going to fall across the top of your head, because that's where you want it to be. If you start down low, you're going to run out of space and your braid's going to end up here, and that's not going to work. You won't be able to overlap them. So I usually start with almost like I'm making a big side ponytail, and then once I'm happy with how smooth it looks and everything, I part my hair into 3 sections. 1, 2, 3 sections, and then do a round or 2. And once you've done a couple, start to bring your hands up over the top of your head, still braiding. This part, it's really easy to change direction by accident, so just keep going. And then you're braiding almost flat right to your head, and that way the braid is going to sit really nicely on the top of your head. Now I always end up with this problem where one bit is a bit longer than the other bits because my hair is layered. So once I run out of bits, that's kind of where I stop. You can see that's ready to lay on my head. So you can use a clip, you can use an elastic, whatever you want to kind of hold that braid while you do the other side. You can leave it this way. Sometimes I let it then flop just for now so that I can do the other side. Now there's 2 ways to do this with the bang. One way is to hold the bang out and braid the rest of your hair and then tuck this around. The other way is to include the bang in your braid. Either way works. One way requires a little more pinning. So I'll show you. If you're going to incorporate it in the braid, I kind of make my bang go the way I want to, and then that plus a little bit more hair becomes one part of the braid, and then like this. So I would basically, just like that, braid it up. I'm just doing this rough because I'm actually going to do it the other way again. You braid it up, same idea, so it'll start. Put on the top of your head. See, I didn't actually start that high enough up. It's not going to rest very nicely on the top of my head. So what I'm going to do instead is part my hair again and get this little section that I'm going to use for the bang. I'm just going to separate it out. I'm going to use a little pin just to hold it and let that hang down. And then I'm going to focus on the rest for now. So again, like the other side, brush it until it's nice and smooth, the way you want it. And again, you want it nice and high. So see, this is much higher than how I started with this. Once you're happy with that, again, part it in 3. And rounds of braid. And then again, you want to bring your hands up and kind of direct the braid in the direction you're going to want it to fall on the top of your head. You can see that's going to lay nicely. Okay, so I have 2 braids now. And the next bit is to kind of overlap them. So this one, I've got the ends, I'm actually going to pin. I've got it where I want it to go. I'm going to pin that first bit. Right, like so. Right. that's not in, it's not completely solid yet. Now I'm going to take this, pull the clip out, but hold the braid so it doesn't come out. And I'm going to lay it over top. And I want this braided part to lay over top of where my loose bits are so that it hides my loose bits. So I kind of tuck my loose bits in there. And then for these loose bits, you can sort of wrap them underneath this part of the braid, of the other braid, and pull it through. So you can see now you can't see those ends. They're tucked in under here. And then once you've got it, you need to pin everything in place. So definitely, I always pin near the sides as well as near the middle, and that gives me the most secure hold. And you can sort of feel or see where you've got some of the looser bits. Here I've got a bit there, that's one of the ends, and I make sure it's tucked in, and I definitely pin that. Otherwise, as you go through the day, you're going to get like flyaways. You might get them anyway, but it helps to eliminate some of them. So finish pinning. Alright. There we go, that feels pretty secure, not going anywhere. Now the bang. So when you do the bang like this, brush it the way you want it. I want it to lay like that. And then first you pin it here. Okay, that helps keep the shape. And then this little bit, I use the braid to hide it. So I'll like kind of wrap it over the end of the braid here. I don't know if you can see that. And I'll do a pin there. And then I'll tuck the ends in the rest of the braid and pin that. So again, you can't see it. And it looks like my bangs are shorter than they are. And ta-da! Milkmaid braids with shorter hair.